أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ به من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد سبحانك اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We thank Allah again for all the blessings upon us, and we thank Him for Islam, for the Quran, for sending the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to us, and for making us among the people, among the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone without any partner. And we bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is His servant and His messenger. May peace and salutation be upon Him, His household, the companions, the tabi'in, those who will follow Him until the day of Qiyamah. May Allah make us among them. Alhamdulillah, we are in a series of what? Going back to what we have learned, we have read from the book of Imam Nawawee, Arba'in al-Nawawiyah. We are revising the hadith we have read, and we already reached the hadith number 10, I think, right? We already reached the hadith number 10, and we finished that last time. That's the hadith that was talking about what? We should always, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam telling us that in Allah tayyibun la yaqbalu illa tayyiba. He said, Allah the Almighty is good and He is pure, and He does not accept except anything that is what? Pure and good. The reason why when you want to do anything, you always have to look if it is good or not. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. And when it is good in front of us, it's not the same thing as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We already explained it according to the explanation of the Sheikh. May Allah protect, preserve him and protect him. The hadith 11 is the hadith that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said according to Abi Muhammad al-Hasan bin Ali in Abi Talib, Sitou Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that we know Al-Hasan is the one who related us this hadith. And if you realize, Al-Hasan was one of the young, the youth, they were the kid during the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But he never, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he never even stopped giving them, providing them advices. Because the kid also always remember the good things we are doing, sallallahu wa barakatuh, and the good thing we telling them. The reason why I still remember majority of the kid in my ethnicity, the first word they learn is seji. Seji is an insult, which the women always use. Seji. Seji is like someone who doesn't know his father. So a mother will insult his son, his daughter, or her son, always like Seji, Seji. So the first word they learn is Seji. Imagine it is a mother who's reciting Quran all the time. So the son, the child will grow up knowing the verses of Quran. And that we should always try to correct that as much as we can. To really take out from our mouth, our vocabulary, anything that means cursing. Even if the word is good, and you realize that a certain group of people are using it in bad way, don't use that word anymore. For example, we all grow up when it's rain, or it's about rain, or after the rain, we see the colorful on the sky, rainbow. Alright? But today when you say rainbow, it's a problem. You understand? So the moment some a evil group use that particular thing, you don't need it anymore. You don't have to go and buy. We are all always excited when they buy a stuff that is colorful. But nowadays you cannot do that. You understand? Otherwise you will go and buy sneakers for your child that has a rainbow. A gay person will go say, hey, who trying to make it look like you are supporting them. You understand? So we say words even when a word is good. And a certain group of people who are known to be bad, they are using it, you leave it. وَقُلْ لِعِبَادِي يَقُولُ الَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. So we always have to watch what we say. Alright? So, إِنَّ اللَّهَ طَيِّبٌ لَا يَقْبَلُ إِلَّا طَيِّبًا. So here the Prophet ﷺ, he said the hadith, and Al-Hasan, he heard it, and he reported. And he said, قَالَ حَفِظْتُ. For him to say حَفِظْتُ, he has learned from the Prophet ﷺ. He has memorized from the Prophet ﷺ. Alright? من رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, from his grandfather, that دع ما يريبك إلى ما لا يريبك. He said what? دع ما يريبك إلى ما لا يريبك. Leave which is doubtful. Alright? He said, leave what makes you doubtful. Anytime you are in doubt situation, leave that. And go catch up on something, the thing that you are not doubt about. We understand. دع ما يريبك إلى ما لا يريبك. You always have to try to always remove any doubt in any situation you are. Okay, you are in a situation where you realize that, I don't even know haram, halal. This is what we learn in al-halal bayyin, in al-haram bayyin, and umur mushtabihat. This also enter in it. Alright? Even during the prayer, if you have doubt, you have to always remove the doubt. Even when you are doing wudu, you have wudu, and you feel like the gas come out or not, you have doubt. The Prophet ﷺ gives you the solution. You don't leave, you don't go and perform another wudu except you smell. Alright? You smell the smell, or you heard what? The noise. You're not gonna just, you will if you do that, you will continuously doing your wudu, wasting your time, wasting water. It's from shaitan. You understand? That's the reason why we have also how we correct the prayer when we pray. So this is the hadith 11, Hadi Ashar. The hadith Thani Ashar. This is the hadith Abi Hurairah radiallahu anhu. قال Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, من حسن إسلام المرء. It is a part of perfection of Islam of the one person. من حسن إسلام المرء. Is a part, okay, of the perfection of a person's Islam, your religion. Is a part of your perfection. What? تركه ما لا يعني. That you leave which doesn't not concern you. You leave what? Which does not concern you. It's a part of what? The perfection of your Islam. من حسن إسلام المرء تركه ما لا يعني. You leave what does not concern you. Doesn't mean when you see a person in Islam make a mistake, you don't correct them. You all know the hadith, مَنْ رَأَى مِنْكُمْ مُنْكَرًا لِيُغَيِّرْهُ بِيَدِهِ. Alright, you change it with your hand. If you see someone committing sin, your brother, committing injustice, you have to change it at the level of your capability. If you cannot do it with your hand, removing them away from the place or the sins they are doing, so you go and give them advice. Alright? If you cannot do that, so you have to reject it from what? From your heart. You're not going to sit or you're going to be a part of a group who are making fun of the ayat of Allah, the deen of Allah, and you are still in the same group. People are making fun of what? Fun of Islam, and you still in that group. You will be among them. The day of Khair will be resurrected. Among them say, no, I don't say anything. Me, I'm not a part. You are part of it. You're sitting at a place where people are laughing at people. look at this man. Look at this sister. Oh, he's thinking he's the most righteous person. Oh, this. And you're sitting down there. The day of Qiyamah, you will be resurrected, being among those people. You understand? So the moment you are sitting down, a person is making fun on the symbols of Islam, the hijab, the beard, and then you see the siwak, the pen that we wear as men. Short pants people. And you sitting down there, you don't correct it, the day of Qiyamah, you will resurrect down there. You understand? The ayah is saying, وَإِذَا رَأَيْتَ الَّذِينَ يَخُوضُونَ فِي آيَاتِنَا فَأَعْرِضْ عَنْهُمْ. You have to stay away from them. حَتَّى يَخُوضُوا فِي حَدِيثٍ غَيْرٍ. Until they change their topic. If you don't do that, إِنَّكُمْ إِذًا مِثْلُهُمْ. You are like them. So دَعْ مَا مِنْ حُسْنِ إِسْلَامِ الْمَرْءِ تَرْكُهُ مَا لَا يَعْنِي. Here doesn't apply that. When you are seeing people making fun, you have to correct. It's not like, oh, me, I mind my business. You don't mind your business, that part. It's your business. Islam here is violated. You have to stand up. You're sitting down there talking bad about Islam. You say, oh, yeah, I don't care. Me, I don't have any problem. You have a problem. People would ask you, oh, the homosexuality. You say, well, me, I just do my Islam. I don't care about anyone. You have to care. This, you have to stand up and say that I don't accept this. Even if they have to kill. But today Muslims are saying that, it's not. No. You have to be clear. You belong to here or you belong to the other side. There's no in between. Because some people also have that problem. We know some group of people who claim to be Muslim. They are fighting in Sunnah. And you will see some brothers, they think they are more, they are the one who can put people together than anyone. They say that, we don't understand why people always fight. We Muslims always fight. We don't know why we cannot come together. And a Sunni, a Shia, subhanAllah, a Sufi, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You cannot go in together like that. They always bring the problem of what? The non-Muslim. They say, Christian always come together, they don't fight. You are the one who are looking at them like they don't fight. They always fight. The Prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, you think they are together. No. Their heart is divided. So here, if we want to come together, someone who is insulted, the most closest person of your Prophet, a group of people who are insulting him, and you will say that, oh, we are all the same? You need ruqya water that will pour on you then. If you think like that. We have to bring the Zamzam water, we will read the whole Ayat al-Kursi, how many times, and the whole Baqarah, and pour on you. It doesn't work like that. You have to say no. If it becomes dunya matter, there's no problem. But the thing is either you follow the way of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam or you leave him. You are not a part of it. You have to be clear. So may Allah make us understand. So when it comes to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the moment you're not going to sit down in your house, your children are playing music, you say, you should leave them their kid, I don't care. You see your brothers pick their kid, they don't do anything, they don't learn anything regarding Islam. You say that you mind your business. You will be caught. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَاتَّقُوا فِتْنَةً لَا تُصِيبَنَّ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا مِنْكُمْ خَاصَّةً. You have to be scared and stay away and be aware of fitna, of trial. Because when the consequences will come, it's not only those who call it on them, it will fall. Sometimes it will miss them. It's the innocent people will come. So, but a Muslim, min husn Islam al-mar'i tarkuhu ma la yani. Here is like when you going in the private in the privacy of people. You try to really know this boy, this brother, what he's doing. From where he gets his money. Keep asking people, spying on people. But just you have to mind your business. Oh, sometimes when we bring this, some brothers get mad. But it's true. You see a brother brother or sister that they don't know clearly their deen perfectly, but they're always fighting in politics. Oh, this, that. No, it's not a problem. In this kind of politics, if a person go and get killed, the person has been died for no reason. Because you look for what you fighting for. It is for Allah to elevate the kalimatullah? No. So, min husn Islam al-mari, a Muslim should always remember that. Min husn Islam al-mari, tarkuhu ma la ya'ni. You always focus on anything that will that concern you. When I say even, you providing advices and preaching, when you see a person doing bad, and I say this is even from you, is a part of your concern, because it's your deen. And the moment you advise a brother, and then they accept it, you get more reward. If they don't accept, you have more reward also. So it means it concerns you. But when you go to the privacy of them, the people, that's the moment a person is sinful. A person is not supposed to listen to anything. People are talking, they're trying to talk to each other, and you just come and stand and try to listen what they're saying. Some brother have that problem. They just see two people sitting down, they're talking to each other, they will just come and sit down. And they will just jump in the conversation without even asking permission. And they will even start saying something that you guys are not even talking about. I mean, Allah protect us from that. If you always try to listen to everything, you will miss what is more important for you. The Hadith al-Thalith Ashar, the 13th. لا يؤمن أحدكم, every Muslim knows this Hadith. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. None of you will have a complete Iman, alright? Unless he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. And this concern, I will just give the example of what happened. There is a story that happened between Umar and Abu Bakr, because sometimes some brothers or some sisters are complaining. I'm the one who's always saying salam to him. He never even says salam when he sees me. He acts like he doesn't recognize me, and this and that. Okay, let me tell you, the Prophet ﷺ said that you who start the salam, you are the best. You understand? In front of Allah, the one who starts salam is what? Is the best. So you know what Abu Bakr did? Anytime he met Umar, he always let Umar say salam. You know why? You know why? Because of this hadith. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. None of you will have a highest level of what Iman unless he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. Abu Bakr wants to be the best, right? And he's supposed to start salam right away, fight for that. But he loves Umar to be also the perfect. So he let Umar to always say salam. Then he will respond. So Umar sees that he started complaining to the judge. He took the Prophet Abu Bakr to the judge. Who is the judge? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he said, it's always the same thing. When I meet him, or he met me, he always keep quiet. I'm the one who starts salam. Then he will respond. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he knows already why Abu Bakr is doing that, because he knows the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And he asked him, why are you treating your brother like that? He said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you say, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. I love Umar the way I love myself. So I don't want to get more reward than him. I want him to get more reward. In that also you got more reward because you love your brother more than you love yourself. You understand? That's the moment Umar just say, oh, this guy cannot even beat him. Everywhere, every corner, he's always there. Every corner. One of the things he said that this guy, whatever I did, and it happened when the Prophet ﷺ also was asking people to bring their help for the jihad. Umar was like, hey, today I will beat him. And he went and divided his wealth. And he grabbed a lot of, provision, a lot of wealth. The Prophet ﷺ sees it, says, Umar, what did you leave for your family? Ya Rasulullah, I divided by 2. So I brought half for you by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they waited for Abu Bakr. They said, he's coming. So Abu Bakr came with all his family come out with a lot of things. All the things that came out. Prophet ﷺ was like, what did you leave for your family? I leave them, with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I more just look at Abu Bakr and say, no, this guy cannot do anything. So it's like that. You have to love for your brother, okay, the way you love yourself. You see some brother, they fight. You see a brother, they will bring fruit. Remember when the doctor will bring fruit and stuff, later, you will see one brother will just take a whole box. He doesn't even care about the other brothers. Even the old women who come here, they push them and take everything and go. Why are you doing that? What is the Imam? We just leave it in our life. We see? Even simple food. You see some brothers, you did not give me meat. This is subhanallah. You see gentlemen fighting for food. So sometimes you ask yourself, what's the Imam? The Prophet ﷺ, the Hadith الرابع عشر Hadith 14 لا يحل حديث ابن مسعود رضي الله عنه قال رسول صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يحل دم امرئ مسلم إلا بإحدى ثلاث. It's not allowed for a person to take the life, okay, to cause blood, to cause death of a person, okay, except for three categories, 3 persons. الثيب الزاني, an old person, married person, an old person who is still in that scary act of what zina. An old person is committing zina. Since he was young, he is in zina until he got old and he doesn't want to leave it. This kind of person, he is married. He is married and he's still committing zina. This kind of person, they don't deserve to be alive. When you catch them, and we have explained how to catch a person. You're not going to go outside, you see a person walking with a woman and they enter in a hotel, you will come and tell them, oh, he's committing zina. They have to whoop you in Islamic law. They will whoop you perfectly. And you will never repeat that. You understand? الثيب الزاني, an old person who is still in zina, committing zina. والنفس بالنفس, and anyone who take the life of another person for no reason. Anyone who kills another human being will be killed. Because nothing shows that your soul is more important, valuable than the one you killed. You are not the one who created him. You're not the one who gave him that soul. Why are you taking away that life? And sometimes people think, oh, it's horrible, death penalty is not good. Some people think they are more merciful than the most merciful. Some people think that they are more merciful than the most merciful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is the one who put the law. And He said, وَلَكُمْ فِي الْقِصَاصِ حَيَاةٍ. In that kind of ruling, you have life. Brother, you look at the killing today now. A person, he will kill people, they will put him in jail, and then he will pay $10,000 or $20,000, he will come back again, and he will start killing again. That's like it happened here in Harlem. A person killed 2 people, they say that he was in jail. but he paid 10,000, they took him out. It will continue like that. It's business for them. That's the reason they don't want to take the law for the one who doesn't have the control of the law. Because no one has the control of that law. Even the Prophet ﷺ doesn't have the control. The reason why when they catch someone who stole, by the time of the Prophet ﷺ, they catch him and they were about to apply the Sharia on him, some Sahaba came and said that, oh, he's coming from a very honorable family. The Prophet ﷺ, if you can, the Prophet ﷺ just, his eyes just become red and he, climb on the minbar. He said, Wallah, even Fatima bint Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, who steal, I will cut her hand. The Prophet ﷺ said that, make that statement. Even it is Fatima who steal, the Fatima, and then when he said Fatima, he does say, so that people will think it's another Fatima. It's Fatima Abu Bakr. No. Bint Muhammad, the daughter of Muhammad Rasulullah, I will apply the law. So that kind of law, there's no limit. So a human being and the Western, law, they don't want that. They want to have something they have in their hand, to control, and become businessmen. The law are making money, and the law will just go and stand and try to defend someone who killed people innocently. Can you imagine? A lawyer will send that and he's making money out of that. Defending a murder. May Allah save us all. So, وَلَكُمْ فِي الْقِصَاصِ حَيَاةٌ. And when we say it, it's not like you will take from your own hand trying to apply the Sharia. It doesn't work like that. If a person starts coming and says, Sharia, I catch his thought, you cut his hand, we're not going to say anything. So, وَالنَّفْسُ بِالنَّفْسِ, the one who killed for no reason, he killed another person, وَالتَّارِقُ لِدِينِهِ الْمُفَارِقُ لِلْجَمَاعِ, and the one who leave his deen. He came to the deen doing everything with the Muslims, then one day he said that I'm not Muslim anymore. They will come to him and tell him, hey, come back. Until 3 days. According to the law. Until 3 days, if he is still on his decision of not coming back to Islam, he will have to be killed. Because you come to Islam, it will become fitna for people who still thinking about the deen. Oh, if it is right, why this person come in and he leave it? Oh, and a lot of things he will learn. He will try to manipulate people. Even me, I was Muslim, and he will recite Quran perfectly and telling people that don't believe. It will become fitna for other people. So this kind of person doesn't deserve to leave. The hadith, we're going to complete this hadith and the next one. Hadith Khamis Ashar. The hadith 15. Abu Hurairah also is the one who reported the hadith. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam قال من كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر فليقل خيرا أو ليصمت. It's another hadith that always apply to us today. You see a person, nobody call him, he's even bored. And I always ask myself, how come a Muslim be bored? That's what I always ask myself. How come a Muslim can be bored? Like, je m'ennuie trop. No. Where's the Quran? Where's the hadith? Where are the seerah? It's not right for a Muslim to say that I'm distressed, I don't know what to do, I am bored. And the Quran is there. How many surah? 114 surah. Have you finished reading them? No. Shaitan always brings us those kind of thoughts. Until a person can prefer even go to where everybody is gossiping and sitting down, laughing, and stuff like that. So the Prophet ﷺ is telling us here, Man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir. Any one of you who believe in Allah and believe that there is a day that is called Yawm al-Akhir, the end of this life and the beginning of what? The Qiyamah. فَلْيَقُلْ خَيْرًا. So let that person say what is good. If you don't have anything good to say, the Prophet ﷺ give you advice, usmut. Keep it quiet. That's it, simple. You don't have anything good to say, keep it quiet. In our daily life, brothers, if you see a brother or a sister, you cannot have anything good to say about them, okay? Leave them alone. Don't say anything bad. Don't say anything. Leave them alone. If you cannot bring anything, goodness to a person, then leave them alone. Why you have to say bad things? Why you have to, you did not tell me this? I don't like this. Who cares? What is going to change? A person dressed and you don't like it, there's no problem. He is not dressed for you. Hey, what kind of dress you? You see a person, what kind of dress? Look ugly. It's haram for a Muslim. You cannot appreciate what he has, leave him alone. من كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر فليقل خيرا أو ليصمت. This tongue we have, brothers, majority of people will go to hellfire because of this tongue. Even though at the end they will have, they will go to Jannah, but people will go with taste. May Allah protect us from that. They will go and strive in hellfire because of their tongue. And we all know the hadith when the Prophet ﷺ told Imam that ثقلتك أمك. Because Masjid was surprised, saying that, so we are going to be held accountable for what we're saying. And the Prophet ﷺ said, La hawla wala. That's the meaning. It's like, La hawla wala. So you don't know that? It's today you want to know? It's like you sleeping for no reason. Huh? A lot of people will be dragged on their faces and thrown to in the hellfire because of what comes from their tongue. This tongue, brothers, we have to control it. The reason why that if you learn among the good behavior of the first people, there is what they call constantly being quiet is good. Sometimes you see a person, you are too shy, you are too quiet. Wallah, it's a quality. It's a quality. That you will never see, where the books of the Salaf Salih, they are praising someone who always talks. You will never see. Because if you always habit yourself of talking all the time, alright, you will always go over what is right. You will always exaggerate and go beyond the limit. It's always like that. And don't be always in the center of everything. Some brother has that problem. When they're in the group, they want to be leaders. They want to be heard all the time. If they're in the group and nobody heard about them, they are not satisfied. They want to always see something. May Allah protect us from that. So, وَمَنْ كَانَ يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ فَلْيُكْرِمْ جَارَهُ. Any one of you who believe in Allah in the day of Qiyamah should what? Honor and treat in a good manners his what? His neighbor. Your neighbor, the first one is the one who lives next to you. Your neighbor. Today, the kind of life we live is so scary. Even when you see your neighbor, you say good morning, they look at you differently. You cannot even be good to your neighbor. Imagine you bring even meat, and not talking about meat that you cook, the raw meat. Otherwise, normally eat like that. We should just bring them food and stuff, to make it like we are still the same. When something is happening, I will be the first person to be there. But nowadays, it's not like that. You are with your neighbor, they are suffering, you cannot even get close to it. Because when you get close, when the police come, you are the one they will take first. The time they realize that you are innocent, you are already lose a lot of things. So everybody is scared of what? Going there. The first thing people do is they take off their machine and record. Subhanallah. The life just changed. Subhanallah. Until people can sit down like that, friends are fighting, no one can go and try to what? Separate them. They just take out their phone and record it. Otherwise, وَمَنْ كَانَ يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ فَلْيُكْرِمْ جَارَهُ. You should treat perfectly your what? Your neighbor. And the neighbor is also in the masjid. The person who you live with, we are together and we are neighbors. If you enter the bus, all the people in the bus, they are your neighbors. At your job, they are your neighbors. So you should treat everybody with honor. That's how Islam is what teaching us, brothers and sisters. A woman was praying, doing everything and so on, fasting, and they told the Prophet ﷺ how good she was. But the only mistake she has, like she always, what? Maltreat her neighbor. The Prophet ﷺ said that here fitna. She is in hellfire. Until the Prophet ﷺ said that Jibril had been coming telling him about the right of the neighbor all the time, like he himself, he thought one day Jibril will come and tell him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you pass away, your neighbor will inherit you. If he pass away, you will inherit him. The way the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was really talking, bringing him the right of what? The neighbor. Look how we treat our neighbors now. But here, sometimes you can understand because it's hard. The moment you keep saying good morning to the family of your neighbor, he will think you want something. One day you will see a gun on you or behind you. So it's not easy. But if you have a Muslim brother next to you, you should always know their situation. Alright, you should try to know when they travel, you become the father of the family today. But what is sad, even back home, you will see neighbor and a parent who assists, who witness the birth of the daughter of his neighbor. That daughter will grow up and start to be like a girl, a woman. That old man wants to sleep with that girl. He is ready for that. Subhanallah. May Allah save us. When we grow up, the whole community, the whole village, the whole city is protecting all the children. They consider all the children like their own children. But today you cannot trust anyone. Even your own brothers who come to your house, your own brothers who come to your house, they are ready even to what? To attack your daughters in your house. This is what is happening in our community. May Allah save us, brothers. Until when it happened, the daughter will go and tell, and the family will even try to shut up the mouth of the daughter. It's a shame. Don't say anything. Subhanallah. وَمَنْ كَانَ يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ فَلْيُكْرِمْ ضَيْفَهُ. Any one of you who believe in Allah and the hereafter should what? Honor also his what? His guest. You have a guest come to your house, the first thing you do, majority of the time, why you don't call me that you coming? Today this is what is happening. When your family member call you that I just got here, I'm at the airport or I'm at the gas station, you have to know to find the place where you're going. I don't have time. Why you don't call me before you come? This is how you treat a guest. And because also last time when I was explaining this hadith also, one brother said that because also you don't even know what kind of a guest you bring in your house. Because one person honor one guest like that, and he went out for his business. When he came back, his whole family was murdered by that man. Allah. A person who told me he's not lying. He gives shelter to that person, and he went for his preoccupation to come back again, and he told his wife to cook, give food to our stranger. The time he came back, the whole family is dead. And the man already ran away with the what? The heads. Can you imagine? When we grow up, they will tell you that the Imam of the village will tell you, take this man to your grandfather's house. And you are so happy, you take them home. And they will stay there for long, then they will go home. Peace. But nowadays, ظهر الفساد في البر والبحر. The earth has been corrupted now. You don't even know who to trust. Before you can just trust a stranger like that, simple. But nowadays, is hard. So if you see some people being sometimes harsh, it's because of some reason. They were explaining us how they catch one thief in the student campaign. And then one brother just took a very big block they were beating him, and one brother just come, he want to just kill him right away. So all the students said, what are you doing? Why are you using, we all using our slippers and stuff, stickers and beating him up. Why are you using this? And they know the brother, he's so quiet, he's calm. How he get there? So they call him and say, what's going on? I just came from my country, I got married. All the stuff I put in my house, I went outside, I came back, I did not find anything. The thieves came and took everything. My clothes, the clothes of my wife, everything. My house is empty. The reason why I say, when I found one thief, I would just kill all of them. So sometimes when you see a person reacting differently, you don't know what happened to them. May Allah save us all. And we should always try. The moment you realize that this kind of stranger, a guest that you have is good, treat them perfectly. The Prophet ﷺ recommended you to treat them rightly and perfectly, because they are guests. And we are all guests in this dunya, the guests of Allah. One day we will have to continue, we'll go. He will never stay in your house forever. May Allah bring back tranquility and take away the corruption. But this will be hard. We have to really work on that. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Imam, you are lucky, eh? I am guest.
MashaAllah.
Treat me good.
MashaAllah. This is my